Every civilization has stories that refuse to die. Legends of impossible heroes, forgotten kingdoms, monsters, gods, and journeys that changed humanity forever. But among thousands of myths ever written, which 10 have stood the test of time? Today we count down the greatest mythological legends ever created. In the 10th place, the Greek myth of Pandora traces to the ancient poetry of Hesiod. Commissioned by Zeus to explain the presence of human suffering, Pandora was given a large clay storage jar, or pythos, which later translations mistook for a box. Opening the vessel released physical and moral evils across the earth, leaving only hope trapped inside. Though narrower in scope than a sprawling epic, this compact story of curiosity permanently reshaped Western art, literature, and everyday language. But the next legend may have shaped civilization even more. Number 9. In Greek myth, Medusa was originally a beautiful maiden before her transformation into a gorgon. Later Roman tradition, recorded in Ovid's Metamorphoses, describes how a curse by Athena turned her hair into serpents, making her gaze lethal enough to turn onlookers to stone. The legend reaches its climax when the hero Perseus slays her, using her severed head as a protective weapon. This image, known as the Gorgonean, became a widespread ancient symbol of protection on shields and temple walls. Today, she remains a powerful symbol of strength and resistance. But the next legend may have shaped civilization even more. Number 8. In the ancient Aegean, the legend of the Minotaur and the Labyrinth linked myth directly to physical architecture. King Minos of Crete commissioned the master craftsman Daedalus to build a vast, winding maze to imprison a half-bull, half-human beast. This structure became a powerful symbol of psychological trials and hidden complexity. According to tradition, the Athenian hero, Theseus, traced its corridors and escaped using Ariadne's golden thread, establishing a timeless model for finding a way out of darkness. While archaeologically tied to the sprawling palace of Knossos, this localized legend permanently shaped how civilizations conceptualized mental and physical mazes. But the next legend may have shaped civilization even more. Number 7. In Norse mythology, preserved in the ancient poetic and prose Eddas, Ragnarok gathers Odin, Thor, Loki, and the monstrous wolf Fenrir into a final cosmic reckoning. This apocalyptic vision depicts the literal end of the gods and the sinking of the earth beneath the sea. Yet, the old order falls only for rebirth to follow, making the end of the world a cycle of renewal rather than permanent destruction. It expresses a chilling worldview forged by northern hardship, fragility, and quiet endurance. But the next legend may have shaped civilization even more. 6th place. Long before the classical era, the Mesopotamian narrative of King Gilgamesh was etched onto Akkadian cuneiform tablets, forming the oldest surviving epic in human history. Representing a far older literary foundation than the legends below it, this ancient text centers on the bond between King Gilgamesh and his companion Enkidu, exploring human mortality, grief, and the relentless quest for immortality. Its inclusion of a cataclysmic flood episode directly influenced later religious traditions across the Near East, establishing a permanent structural blueprint for all storytelling that followed. But the next legend may have shaped civilization even more. Number 5. The legend of King Arthur emerged from the fragmented history of post-Roman Britain, where oral traditions recalled a charismatic war leader defending the island from Anglo-Saxon invaders. Over centuries, medieval writers expanded these sparse accounts into a grand courtly cycle, introducing Camelot, the sword Excalibur, the wizard Merlin, and the Knights of the Round Table in their quest for the Holy Grail. While historians still debate whether a single historical figure inspired the tale, the mythology of Arthur's court established an enduring code of chivalry, honor, and ideal leadership that defined European identity for generations. But the next legend may have shaped civilization even more. 4th place. Around 360 BCE, the Greek philosopher Plato introduced the legend of Atlantis in his dialogues, Timaeus and Critias. He described a powerful, advanced island empire that sank into the ocean in a single day and night of catastrophe. While modern scholars view this lost civilization as a political allegory, warning against imperial hubris, the tale sparked centuries of obsession. Theorists have searched for its remains from the Atlantic Ocean to the volcanic ruins of Santorini, yet excavations yield no archaeological consensus. Though less historically grounded than the ruins of Troy, the mystery of Atlantis endures as a powerful warning of human ambition and sudden ruin. But the next legend may have shaped civilization even more. Number 3. Homer's Iliad provides the literary foundation for the epic conflict of the Trojan War, driven by Helen, Paris, Achilles, and Hector. While legendary accounts celebrate the cunning strategy of the Trojan horse, modern archaeological investigations have grounded this narrative in material reality. Excavations at the mound of Hisarlik in modern-day Turkey revealed a heavily fortified Bronze Age citadel destroyed by violence around 1190 BCE. This stratigraphic evidence aligns with Hittite diplomatic tablets referencing military struggles over Walusa, an ancient name for Troy. Serving as a crucial bridge between epic poetry and material science, the legend defined Greek identity and established a lasting paradigm of heroism and tragic conflict. But the next legend may have shaped civilization even more. In second place, the tragic descent of Orpheus introduces a story of extraordinary lyrical power. As mythology's greatest musician and poet, Orpheus possessed a voice capable of charming wild beasts, swaying ancient gods, and shifting the natural world itself. When his beloved Eurydice died, his grief drove him directly into the depths of the underworld. Hades and Persephone, moved by his mournful song, granted her release on a single condition. He must walk ahead and never look back until they reached the light of day. But doubt overcame him, and a fatal backward glance lost her forever. This ancient Greek meditation on grief, love, and the limits of human expression became the bedrock of Western poetry, ritual imagination, and early European music. But the next legend may have shaped civilization even more. And finally, in first place, the Homeric epic of the Odyssey stands as one of the most influential narratives ever composed. Written in ancient Greece around the 8th century BCE, this masterpiece follows the Greek hero Odysseus through a grueling 10-year journey home to Ithaca after the fall of Troy. While the Trojan War was a story of collective military triumph, this narrative shifts the focus to a single, complex man fighting against fate, nature, and the wrath of the sea god, Poseidon. What defines this epic is how it tests its protagonist not just with physical trials, but with moral and psychological dilemmas. Odysseus faces the towering Cyclops Polyphemus, using his intellect rather than brute strength to escape. He withstands the seductive songs of the sirens by binding himself to his ship's mast, encounters the transforming magic of the sorceress Circe, navigates the terrifying Strait of Scylla and Charybdis, and endures years of captivity on the island of the nymph Calypso. Throughout these encounters, his ultimate goal remains constant: returning to his kingdom, his son Telemachus, and his faithful wife, Penelope. This classic work pioneered the template of departure, trial, and return. It transformed ancient oral storytelling into a rich study of human resilience, identity, and the sacred code of hospitality. Its narrative structure served as the foundational blueprint for Western literature, directly inspiring centuries of creative works, from classical drama to modern adventure stories. These legends have survived for thousands of years, not because people believed every detail, but because they captured timeless ideas about courage, ambition, love, sacrifice, and the human desire to understand the unknown. Which mythological legend do you believe deserves the #1 spot? Let us know in the comments. These legends have survived for thousands of years, not because people believed every detail, but because they captured timeless ideas about courage, ambition, love, sacrifice, and the human desire to understand the unknown. Which mythological legend do you believe deserves the #1 spot? Let us know in the comments.